Hi, this is a slide to dividing and factoring polynomials using synthetic division and AA method. There are three important terms before we start. The first is polynomials. A polynomial is an expression consisting of variables and coefficients that involves only operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and it also includes positive integer exponents on variables, meaning the exponents need to be whole positive numbers. An example would be 2x squared plus 4x plus 5x cubed minus 5. Standard form is achieved when the exponents in the polynomial are in descending order of highest exponent to the lowest. An example would be 5x cubed plus 2x squared plus 4x minus 5. Another method that we can use to divide polynomials other than long division would be synthetic division. We can use synthetic division if the denominator is in the form of x minus a or x plus a, and the numerator is in the standard form with all the missing terms filled in. To better understand how synthetic division works, let's go through the steps and divide 3x4 minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 6 by x minus 2. Before we begin, we should make sure that the polynomials meet the criteria. So the denominator is in the form of x minus a, so we can cross that criteria off. But notice how there's a 3x4 and then a minus 2x squared. In order to have all the missing terms filled out, we should include a 0x cubed. So it would be 3x4 plus 0x cubed minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 6 by x minus 2. Once we meet all the criteria, we can start by making a box on the top left corner with a line underneath and place the opposite value of a into the box, while placing the coefficients above the line. So -2 is our a value. That would mean 2 would go in our box, and our coefficients are 3, 0, -2, 8, and -6. Once we have that set up, we bring down the first coefficient and multiply the number brought down by the value within the box. So we bring 3 down, and 3 times 2 would be 6, so we place the 6 underneath the 0, then we add both numbers within the same column and write the answer underneath the line. So 0 plus 6 equals 6. After that, we multiply the number underneath the line by the value within the box, and we repeat. Pause this video and try completing the rest of the synthetic division. 6 times 2 would be 12. -2 plus 12 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. 28 times 2 is 56. And 56 plus -6 would get us 50. Based on the numbers underneath the line, we should have got 3x cubed plus 6x squared plus 10x plus 28, with a remainder of 50. We should always keep in mind that the last number would be the remainder. So since 50 is the last number, would be the remainder. Moving on to the next question. X minus 1 is a factor of x cubed minus 8x squared minus 11x plus 18. Find all the roots of the polynomial x cubed minus 8x squared minus 11x plus 18. Okay. Breaking down what the problem is asking of us, they want us to find all the roots, or x-intercepts, of the polynomial x cubed minus 8x squared minus 11x plus 18. And they also gave us a factor of that polynomial already, which is x minus 1. With that in mind, we can find the other factors of this polynomial by dividing x cubed minus 8x squared minus 11x plus 18 by the factor that they had already given us, which is x minus 1. So since we know how to begin, let's start. We can use either synthetic division or long division to divide, but using synthetic division whenever we can would be a simpler method because it's just less time consuming. Based on what we had learned before, we can set it up and plug in the a value within the box and the coefficients above the line. So 1 would go in the box, and 1, -8, -11, and 18 would go above the line because they are the coefficients. We carry the 1 down and multiply 1 by 1 to get 1. 1 plus negative 8 is negative 7. Negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Negative 7 plus negative 11 is negative 18. Negative 18 times 1 is negative 18. And negative 18 plus 18 is 0. Because the last number is always the remainder, we know that 0 is the remainder, and we would have 1x squared minus 7x minus 18 as our quotient. Now we're left with another polynomial. However, this polynomial isn't in a factor form yet. With that in mind, the next step would be to factor x squared minus 7x minus 18. Notice how this polynomial is a quadratic trinomial with 3 terms. Therefore, we can use quadratic formula, which is used to find the roots of quadratic trinomials using the formula negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We can also use completing the square, which is used to find the roots of quadratic functions with the highest degree or exponent of 2. And we can also use the AM method, which is a factoring method, to factor quadratic trinomials. Out of these 3 methods, the most simplest method would be the AM method. So let's begin. AM method stands for addition and multiplication. So we would find 2 values that add up to negative 7, but also multiplies to negative 18. We would first list all the factors of negative 18, and we should notice that 2 and negative 8 multiplies to negative 18, while also adding to negative 7. Knowing that our factors would be x plus 2 times x minus 9. Since the question is asking us to find the roots, we would set the factors to 0 and solve for x. So x plus 2 equals 0, subtract 2 from both sides, and we will be left with x equals negative 2. X minus 9 equals 0, we would add 9 to both sides and get x is equal to 9. However, remember that we were given another factor at the beginning of the problem, which is x minus 1. So we can simply set that equal to 0, add 1 to both sides, and get x is equal to 1. Therefore, the roots of x cubed minus 8x squared minus 11x plus 18 is x equals negative 2, 9, and 1.